So
Well, we
it
heard
just it just
earlier
it
about
just happened.
Colonel Robert Parker in
Goodness gracious me.
so
Well,
what we're talking about, folks, is
you
I
choke a
believe
dozen donkeys on that thing of his, couldn't you?
the
You
the
could.
only
You
the only
really could. Unbelievable.
yeah, I think
Yeah.
what Tony Schiavone
Like,
said is you could
you
jump
know that
rope with it.
story. You know that story of me. It's in my book, but I didn't tell. My first day in Hamburg, in Germany, 1988. It's my big break, and we're in this tent, and it's 6 week tournament, and I'm getting changed. I'm 20 years old, right? Not long. And next to me, first behind me, is my great friend Teddy Rudge, who is a very, very funny man, right? And next to me is a fellow called Franz van Buiten. Franz van Buiten was an incredible wrestler. His son, Daniel van Buiten, used to play, still plays soccer, I believe, or he did. At one time, he was playing for Manchester City and was one of the highest paid soccer players in the world. I think he was on 100 grand a week. Well, I used to wrestle his dad. Well, his dad was a fitness freak. I'm 20. I'm sat on this bench. Like there's just these. You go to Germany and you think it's Chris Jericho's told about in his book, but you think it is a big break. But the tent wasn't. It like if you work for CWA, it was a big, beautiful circus tent. The one in Hamburg wasn't the most. It wasn't spectacular, and the changing rooms at the back were just benches, wooden benches with some like canvases to stop people seeing you, and there was a cold hose pipe. But it was still a big deal to me, and the money was a big deal. It was a big step. It was a big step up, and it was a 6 week deal, and you got spotted a lot from there to go to other things. It was a big deal. Well, so I'm the very first day I'm there, and Franz van Buiten is next to me. Franz was always in incredible condition, and he looked a bit, for anybody who knows who, dating myself here, but he looked like Errol Flynn. He had this moustache and curly hair, and I didn't know him. Well, all of a sudden, I'm sat there, and he's gone, took his trousers down. Well, this thing fell out that looked like Popeye's forearm. I've never, I was, dude, God. And I found me, and Teddy already knows him, but he's obviously watching me, looking right. I'm just, Jesus. I'm starting to question now. Am I this is. Somebody cut mine off when I was younger, because it certainly don't look like that. I mean, it's just this thing, right? And I know I don't like. I'm going to bleep myself on this. But Terry Rudge looked at it and looked at me, and he looked at it and he said, I'd rather him than hit me on the head with it, which I think was the greatest one-liner I've ever heard. So, and then he said, and look at his, his testicle.
Yeah.
I'm going to do it like that. No, and they're like a pair of coconuts hanging there, right? Just, and I hadn't noticed them, because the other thing was just like honestly,
your attention was drawn. Yeah,
right. It's like it could have, unbelievable.
Yeah.
And so now I'm Teddy's going, oh, look at them pair of bollocks, like, it's just English term for I'm trying to be polite here. He said, look, he said, and this Terry Rogers, oh God, he was a funny man. And he just went, have you met his wife? And I went, no. He said, oh yeah, she's the one with the cauliflower arsehole. So I'll let you work that one out for yourself.
Well, on that note,
20 years of old, you wonder why I cared about anything. But I'd seen so much by the time I was 20. I'd been around so much. That was the first trip that I just spent 6 weeks on, living on the Reaper Barn in Hamburg. And I've had what a charm life I've had, which is the biggest red light area in the world. What a charm life I've had.
Sure. Well, let's bring this. That is quite a place to get cauliflowered. I'll tell you that much. That's
right.
That's all I know. In this pay-per-view, No Mercy 2006, of course, we got to see the little Mr. Majesty of Mr. Regal as he ran down the hallway.
Yeah.
And then then it was kind of a little convoluted, but it was